I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do. But we have picture. I can sort of ish here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God,
It's
perfect. I got
awful.
you. This is
Did
so
you?
good right now. But let me just ask you a big question. Today is International Women's
Okay.
Day, and I really get your
Okay.
take on, you know, as women in the business and as women that have been doing this for such a long time, as someone who people admire so much with you, I'm going to ask you a quirky question. If there
Okay.
was like one song, oh, no, wait, I'll ask you this question. If we could do a parade for International Women's Day, which woman would you put on the main float?
I mean, it has to be Oprah.
I thought that too, because
She's
she's
the
Oprah.
queen. Yeah,
Right,
she's
there's nobody
amazing.
else I can think of.
Yeah, she's the
Great minds,
greatest.
great minds who
Yes.
think alike. But tell me on like International Women's Day, you're doing your new movie called Tate, and I'm so excited, by the way, about that because that's an
Thank
incredible
you.
story to tell. But how do you, as a woman in the business, in the world today, feel like girls who don't have voices like us or don't have platforms like us and, you know, whose lives are decided for them? What
Yeah.
is it that this generation can make them feel that'll empower them, you know, that'll make them that where they can say no, that I don't want someone else to decide for my life.
Yeah. I mean, I've been so inspired by this generation, and I think that there's so much work we have left to do, but the sort of warrior spirit that is just innate in this next generation to me is like one of the most exciting things I've seen in such a long time. I have a 20-year-old stepdaughter, Jasper,
Mhm.
and she's just amazing. Like, she's the most fearless, incredible woman, young woman. And, I think that we have to just stand together. I think the idea of inclusiveness is incredibly important. Um, and we're always going to be
Also,
stronger
girls
together. I think
love,
we
don't you
all,
think?
you know, yeah,
Like I think women
recognize
for
that
such a
unity.
yeah, women for such a long time, we've sort of been pitted against each other. Don't you think like the
Yeah,
best one will get the boy or the best one will get the part?
yeah,
We didn't realize for the longest time that that's not the case with guys and that's not how it should be with us. Like we can be
totally.
happy if someone else wins an award or we can be happy if someone else's film does well or someone else gets a job.
Absolutely. Yeah,
And I think
yeah.
that's a change that is happening with our generation.
Totally. And I think that I'm happiest when I see other people really happy, and like if, that fills me with joy. And I think that, to kind of build someone's confidence is really important to me. And to, I'm 35 now, so I have enough experience where mentorship is something that I can pay forward now, which is something else that really fulfills me and I find to be an incredibly important part of my life now, to find different mentees, whether they're in the arts or not, but to kind of help guide them as best as I can, or to help them in any way I can.
What do you travel so much, Kate, and you know you shoot all around the world. What have you observed is you think the biggest global issue for women today?
I think just equality, period.
Yeah.
Like I think that, and that different that kind of is more extreme in some ways in different parts of the world, and whether it's in pay equality or just being treated equally in the workspace or in the family space. I mean, it can really kind of run the gamut. But I think the idea of equality is something that we're really going to have to continue to work towards, and just hold people accountable. I mean, I think that that's something, at least in my own life, I found really difficult to do in my industry, is to actually call something out when it was wrong and to hold that person
Yeah.
accountable, because there's fear that goes along with that. You know what I mean?
Completely.
Yeah.
Completely.
So
Like your career will be destroyed and the
yeah,
easiest thing to take away from a woman, I feel like, especially in our business, is like character assassination, slut shaming. She
yeah,
probably wanted it, she probably wanted the job, or she asked for it. And you know, you hear that all over the world. And that's it's such a like in my I can't wrap my head around that because just
yeah.
because unless she says yes, she is not asking for it, guys. It's as
No,
simple as that.
no, no, absolutely not. Yeah, it's but I do find a lot of hope right now. I mean, just kind of seeing how everyone's coming together, and it's like an
Really incredible.
energized, inspired feeling that I have not yet witnessed in my lifetime. And it's a really exciting time, you know?
Yeah, like I feel like living between India and America, and I travel so much around the world, and I'm seeing like this phenomenon everywhere.
Yeah.
In America with the Time's Up movement, the Me Too, even in India and around the world, where women are actually standing up and saying, you know what, I'm not going to stand for it anymore. Time is truly up. Because I have brotherhood,
Yeah.
you see men who are proud feminists, which is such a new phenomenon. Like I haven't seen that in my lifetime at all. Which is really amazing. But listen, thank you so much for taking that kind of time. I have one last question to ask you. Um, just the most important message, I guess, for women and men. They just killed my light. But I think like the most important message you think for girls around the world today. Can you hear me? Did I lose you? Did I lose you? Oh, I think I lost Kate. Okay, well, I think I lost Kate. Will you text her people and see that I think we lost her? I think I lost her. I'm going to keep talking to you guys all day and keep making you meet some of my friends and some of these amazing, incredible men and women that I've had the opportunity to meet. And happy International Women's Day, and I'll see you guys soon.